What's up, guys? It's your boy Hunter Bruce, aka Greatest Intern in CrossLife History. And today we're going to be continuing our series in the book of Proverbs. We're going to be in chapter 3 today. So if you get your Bibles or you got your apps, crack those bad boys open for you. I've actually never been through the book of Proverbs, so I'm actually pretty stoked that I get to go through it with you guys. So we're going to be in chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 today. So let me read those for you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. Think about him in all your ways, and he will guide you on the right paths. See, in these verses, Solomon, he's advising his son to live a life that is trusting to the Lord. And Solomon found that the Lord was worthy of being trusted. See, as humans, our nature is to put our trust in someone or something or even ourselves. But Solomon tells us here to trust in the Lord. See, if someone claims that they put their trust in God, it has to be complete. Probably like, Hunter, what does that mean? So to put half your trust in God and half your trust in yourself, you're really failing to trust God altogether. See, as followers of God and people of God, we should strive to trust God in everything that we do and in all parts of our lives. See, this next part of the verse says, lean not on your own understanding. You see, a lot of people know this, but I'm gonna put you guys on game real quick. You don't know more than God, all right? You can't read enough books, you can't watch enough documentaries, you can't watch enough YouTube conspiracy videos to know more than God. It's not possible. And if there's people that say you can, they're wrong. So trusting God with all your heart means to put away all your understanding and trust in his understanding instead of yours. The next part goes on to say, in all things acknowledge him. See, trusting God means to honor and acknowledge him in all that we do. Acknowledging him means to have fellowship and intimacy with him. See, in spite of our circumstances or whatever is going on in the world today, we must trust that God is in charge. And it's still important that we acknowledge him today. So this next part is actually my favorite part of the two verses. It says, he directs your path. You see, when we acknowledge God and we're trusting in him, he'll direct our paths according to his will. See, a little thing about me, a little story. When I was in 12th grade, a lot of people say 12th grade is a pretty important part of your life. That's what most people say. And so for me at the time, it was. And, there were some things that I wanted to happen, back when I was getting ready to graduate. One was I wanted to graduate. I wanted to full ride to UCF for a football scholarship. Wanted to get drafted #1 overall in the NFL. I wanted a mansion with 8 rooms. Wanted to marry a supermodel. And I wanted a Lamborghini. Now, I prayed about it. I was like, all right. We gave a whole list to God. So I gave it to him, and he said, Hunter, I hear you, dog, but I'm not listening to anything you got to say right now. So God was like, all right, Hunter, this is what's going to happen. You're going to graduate high school. That's something we can both agree on. You're going to graduate high school. You're going to go to a Division III football school in Chicago, Chirac, as some might say. And you're not going to like it. I'm going to send you up there, but if I don't send you up there, then you ain't going to find out that you're not going to like it. So you're going to come back, and then you're going to study me. You're going to study my word. You're going to study the ministry. If somebody had told me that when I was in the 12th grade getting ready to graduate, I would have laughed at them. Would have laughed at them right in their face. And then on top of all that, you're going to get posted up right at CrossLife Church and do student ministry with these crazy dudes named Daryl and Tommy. Like, that was never ideal. But that was the things that I had given to God were just things that I imagined would make me happy. But in reality, what I'm doing right now makes me happy. And I would rather my life be how God imagined it than how I imagined it, because his imagination is greater than mine's ever could be. So that's all I have for you guys today. Just make sure that you continue to trust God in all that you do and acknowledging Him in all that you do. And He's the King of the world, and He knows how much you guys love Him, and He knows what He's going to do for all His people in the world. So thanks for checking in. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're checking in live stream on Wednesday nights. And make sure you guys are watching Tommy's Corner. That is one of my new favorite shows, so make sure you guys are peeping that. So you guys have a great rest of your day. See you when you see you.